Have you ever noticed how your mind starts talking the moment you wake up? You haven't even moved, but the thoughts are already there. The heaviness, the doubt, that quiet feeling like the day is already too much before it's even begun. It doesn't feel like panic, it's not loud, it's familiar, but that's the problem. Because what feels familiar to your body might be a trauma loop your brain keeps replaying every single morning. And until you interrupt it, you'll spend your day living in reaction to your past, not in creation of your future. But what if you could rewire it? What if you could wake up differently and design your mind, instead of defaulting to survival? You can. And today, I'll show you exactly how. Let's get something straight. Most people aren't waking up and thinking, they're waking up and remembering. But they're not remembering memories. They're remembering patterns, that same ache, that same story, that same subtle sense of danger, or unworthiness, or tightness in the chest. You open your eyes and it's like the past loads itself into your nervous system before your feet even touch the floor. Why does this happen? Because your brain in those first 30 minutes of the day is operating between alpha and beta brainwave states, a deeply suggestible zone where habits, beliefs, and emotional memories come online automatically. And if your past is unresolved, then that's what you start your day with. Not hope, not presence, but loops. You were taught that the brain is rational, that if you just think differently, you'll feel better. But here's the truth. Your brain isn't designed to think, it's designed to predict. And the only thing it can predict is what it's already seen again and again. That's why trauma doesn't just live in memory, it lives in repetition. A painful belief repeated often enough becomes a truth to your nervous system. I'm not safe. I have to earn love. People always leave. I can't handle this. These aren't conscious thoughts. They're automatic programming. And your body memorizes them through emotion. So by the time you wake up in the morning, your brain is already selecting your identity for the day, unless you change it. Now here's the breakthrough. You can rewire your brain. You can recondition your nervous system. You can wake up without those old instructions taking over. But it doesn't happen by accident. It happens by intention. Especially in the first 5 minutes of your day. That's your window. That's when your brain is wide open. That's when change can actually take root. And that's what I'm going to give you now. A 3-step morning ritual to interrupt the trauma pattern, reprogram your focus, and rewire your emotional baseline in less than 5 minutes a day. But before I walk you through it, if this is already hitting something inside you, if you've lived those mornings, felt that quiet dread, and want out, click like button and subscribe. This channel is where we take the invisible patterns running your life and rewrite them, together. Step 1 is to interrupt the default loop. The second you wake up before checking your phone, before you start scrolling, just place one hand on your chest, and take 3 slow breaths through your nose. This isn't just calming. It tells your body, this is a new day. We are not in the past. Because when you take slow, conscious breaths, you engage your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair state. This turns off the alarm system that trauma left behind. It's not dramatic, it's not hard, it's just conscious, and that's the whole point. When you breathe with intention, you're not just calming down. You're claiming the day before the past does. Now that your nervous system is listening, it's time to speak. Step 2 is to say one sentence out loud. A statement that breaks the old identity loop. Not an affirmation, not a fake positive phrase, a truth you're ready to believe. Here are some examples. I'm not surviving today. I'm choosing it. This isn't then. I'm safe now. Today I'm not who I was. I don't need fear to protect me anymore. Say it slowly. Say it like you mean it. Say it into your body. Because when the brain hears the voice speak a new identity, and the body feels calm, new pathways start to form. You're teaching yourself that who you've been isn't who you have to stay. Step 3 is simple but powerful. Now that you've interrupted the loop and replaced the script, you prime the mind. Ask yourself one question, who do I want to be today? And answer it out loud or in writing. Don't say what you should do, say who you want to become. I want to be calm, clear, and confident. I want to be present with my kids. I want to be a version of me that chooses. I want to show myself I've changed. And then, feel it. Because thought alone won't change your brain. But thought with emotion equals transformation. You're not just setting goals, you're building a new emotional home, one that feels better than your past. Let me tell you what happened when I tried this for the first time. For weeks I was waking up anxious, no alarm clock needed, just dread. My heart was racing before I even stood up, and I kept telling myself, just push through it. But one morning, I paused, hand on my chest, 3 breaths, 1 sentence. This isn't then, I'm safe now. I said it out loud. I didn't believe it at first, but for the first time I noticed, I didn't feel like running. And that day went differently. Not perfectly, but differently. So I did it again, and one day I realized, my body wasn't waking up in fear anymore. It was waking up in now. That's when I knew. Rewiring is real. And it starts right when you open your eyes. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You don't need 90-minute breathwork sessions or ice baths. You need 5 minutes. A breath, a truth, a new intention. Start there, and your mornings will become the proof that you're no longer stuck in your past. So here's your moment. What thought are you done waking up with? Comment it below. Write it like you're deleting it from your body. Let's make space for something new. This video is for educational and motivational purposes only, and is not a substitute for professional mental health care. If you're struggling, please reach out to a licensed therapist or healthcare provider.